Attractive women often benefit from their beauty. But what happens when they commit crimes because they think they're too pretty for jail?
What it's like? I don't want to know what it's like. I'm a pretty girl. Please don't make me go in there.
You know how those girls are in there. They're gonna try to get me. I'm pretty. I'm too pretty for jail.
Here are 6 examples of that, starting with the 3 baddies of Walmart who received a very wild shock.
Wait, where are you?
Get up, turn around.
Why are you? Wait, why are you?
On April 12, 2023, police were called to a Walmart regarding 3 young women suspected of shoplifting.
How much was it they took?
Wait a minute, how much? Can you tell me please?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know where the number is. 31. Yeah.
31.
Are you $31?
Can I see what it's for?
Y'all tripping over $31? I know, I have like.
That's negative.
Yeah, man.
31. 31 for what?
Damn, we went through all that.
This is paid for now.
Yeah, but everything in there is paid for.
So what wasn't paid for? It's already over. Oh, they already told me.
Although the girls acted concerned about their theft allegations, they would later show complete disregard for it. And it was even more shocking, considering how old they were.
Damn, you're young.
Yeah, I'm only 19.
I mean, did you not see my age?
I really wasn't paying attention to it. I was just reading names.
I'm 19 too. I'll be 20 this year.
And y'all stealing from Walmart.
I ain't stealing from Walmart. I got the
Y'all
money.
look at the cameras.
Y'all wouldn't be in here with me if y'all ain't steal nothing. Selena, Sierra, Echo, Lima, Echo, November Alpha.
So what does that mean?
That means Walmart presses charges when it's over.
Amaya Johnson,
Okay.
first name Alpha Mike, Alpha India Alpha, last name Johnson.
They carried on with their carefree attitude and cheered each other on. But it was now time for the officers to detain them, and the girls were taken by storm.
Y'all have anything in y'all purse that's like a weapon or anything? Mind if I look?
Alright, look at our purse.
Yep.
Here,
What?
grab mine.
Okay, but I got some.
Cause that's crazy.
Like you didn't see us put nothing in our purse. I do got
Okay.
It's not a weapon. Can I hit this in here?
That's not it. That's up to them.
Can I hit this in here? I believe it.
I prefer you not to.
God damn.
You asked me what I got in my bag. I believe it. But you wanted to check my bag. But could I? It's not.
All of this?
You better take my lead.
Yeah.
So I could. You better.
Seemingly for the first time, the girls were given restrictions and they were utterly shocked. They still managed to play it off though, but the officers' next words got their undivided attention.
Cuz, you can't take this with you to the jail?
This is what I what?
You can't take this with you to the jail?
What? Wait, jail?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is going to jail?
Y'all.
Who the? What? Hold on. Are you serious? No, the hell up.
Yeah. Serious?
Are you dead ass?
Hold up. Come on. Here, get off. Stand up.
Wait, where are you?
Get up. Turn around.
Why are you? Wait, why me?
Drop the phone.
They're locking us up. They're locking us up. Yo, mom.
Yeah.
I'm getting arrested in Walmart.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, I'm getting arrested in Walmart.
I don't know. Hold on. Come outside. Because we're walking outside.
Because some stuff wasn't fucking scanned at Walmart, bro. We went over $1. I think I could have just taken the money off my card
Turn
and
that
paid
liquor
for
hat
it.
background.
Oh my god.
We're coming outside.
Alright, hold on.
Here, get off phone.
26. Can you run them all for 543s?
Yeah. Get up there and go nowhere.
Yo.
That shit's really tight.
It is this one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll loosen it up for you. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that shit's tight as white. Okay, I got a question. Why you holding on?
My fault. I'm trying to loosen it. I'm trying to open the key.
Funny on dead dogs.
Nah, I was just trying to loosen it. Alright, put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying.
Calm down, because this is not tight on my arms. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Alright, you good now?
Yeah.
Let me fix my dress. This was tight.
Come on, we're gonna come on. We're all the way.
I have carpal tunnel on my wrist, so be careful.
I learned how to put.
Y'all can sit next to her right there if you don't mind. I'll bring your phone and ID with y'all and all that to the jail.
Do I need my ID at the jailhouse though?
Nah.
Okay, I don't have it. Wait, is there like a bail or something?
Yeah, there'll be a bail.
Tell him that.
Are you serious? I'm getting arrested right now, my nigga?
Tell him. So text him and tell him I have money in my tip bag.
Bro, I
Get
okay,
off
but
the
I
phone.
have to.
You're in custody. You're not.
I need this right.
Okay, but I need to call my bail.
You can call them. Once you get there, they'll give you a call.
Hold on, can I tell
Wait, can we just know where the bail is? We don't know nobody's number.
not.
They'll have phone numbers for you to call.
No, but we don't have his number.
I don't
That's the only
know
person
numbers
out
You'll
here.
get it
nigga.
at the jail. But
Okay.
let me get the numbers out.
Okay.
You can just sit down right there for me there.
By now, the girls had no smiles on as they realized they were going to face jail time. They became more reflective, not because they realized stealing was wrong, but because they had to suffer for it.
Why are you so fascinated on my phone?
Oh, he thinks
It's
there's
just
something
rap.
else. He thinks there's something else in there.
No, I'm just saying. Is it just rap?
Not cause like in
Yeah,
Florida,
it's just phones.
cause I know
Oh, the weed?
in Massachusetts, I know you can
Weed is legal.
you can just smoke. Down here you can't.
You can't?
But they're trying to pass the law. No bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like freezing on the side. Thank you.
But yeah, in Florida is different. You can't just smoke weed.
I know you can't smoke it out. You ain't seen me smoking out to my friends.
No.
No, you
Yeah,
can't be in possession.
But yeah, like you can't even
No, you
possess it.
can't. Yeah.
This is not Atlanta.
Like,
This is
I'm not gonna lie.
fucking crazy.
I really did.
This is crazy, my dead job.
We're getting in the same car?
Listen,
Damn, Celine, we'll see you at the jailhouse.
bro.
This is my first time going to jail. Oh my god. Is that him?
All right, y'all gonna get in this car right here.
Can I get in the front?
No. Where you going? You gotta get in this house.
I'm going on the other
Okay, don't.
How you gonna open the door?
I'm gonna open it. Walk.
You got it? Okay. Oh, it's freezing. Get my blanket. Get my blanket.
I can't. You gotta get in.
All three suspects were trespassed from Walmart and were given $1,485 in fines and court costs alongside 6 months probation. The girls didn't try hard to avoid jail time, but the next suspect went as far as changing her voice and behavior.
Yeah, I was talking to her and then I saw that, so I slammed on the brakes.
On March 29, 2023, an officer was initiating a traffic stop on the side of the road when a speeding vehicle almost drove into him. The officer immediately abandoned the stop to investigate the careless driver.
Hello.
Hi, sorry, sir.
Yeah, you're being stopped for almost slamming into my partner's car.
I'm so sorry.
Any reason for doing so?
Yeah, I was talking to her and then I saw that, so I slammed on the brakes.
Alright, I need your license, please. Where are you coming from today?
The colony for dinner. Oh, can you do your license?
Try 2 to Charlie 5.
I'm really sorry.
So Miss Camellia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where do you live right now?
I've been staying with my mom in Wellington for the past couple months.
Camellia explained that she was talking to her friend when she almost hit the officer, but that wasn't her only defense. Camellia was 25 years old, but she acted and sounded 16 to hopefully get on the officer's good side.
So, what was this place you were coming from called?
The colony.
What exactly is that? A restaurant?
Yeah, it's a hotel and they have a restaurant and coffee.
Okay.
We're just going to dinner. It's her last night here. About my boyfriend, and I was looking at her and telling the story, and then I was like, oh my gosh, there is a car stopped in the middle of the street, so I put on the brakes.
What car was stopped in the middle of the street? You mean the marked police vehicle with emergency lights activated?
That's what I was.
So it's not stopped, it's properly on the side of the road, signaling that it's there,
Yes.
and you almost ran into it. So any legitimate reason for that?
I just explained.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if I would have to step in, she was telling me that. I mean, this is really.
Yeah, you don't need to step in. Turn the car off.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Unsurprisingly, acting young and innocent after almost ramming over a cop was not going to get her anywhere. And realizing this, Camelia switched it up. She was told to step out of the car to perform some field sobriety tests, and this angered her.
Hey, you're asking me permission to do the test?
No. She's asking if you're willing to participate.
Yeah, you're asking me if I'm willing to participate. So explain to me my rights in
Okay,
this
so
situation.
first of all, it's either a yes or no.
No. If you are obligated to ask me if
so
I'm
are you
willing
saying
to
no?
participate. No, that's not what I'm
Okay.
saying. I'm asking
So you
you
wanna
to
let me finish?
explain to me.
You want to let me finish?
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
So while participation is voluntary, refusal to participate can be used against you in court
Thank you for
as
explaining
evidence.
this.
And I have to base our arrest decision off of our sight, our smell, our sound, and talking with you. So with that in mind, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
And thank you for fully explaining that.
So with
to
that in
me.
mind, are you willing to participate in this field sobriety test or not?
Can you repeat it, please?
Repeat what?
We're not going to keep going like that. You said you understood the first time. So do you want to participate, yes or no?
Okay, I'll participate.
Okay, thank you.
Camelia was highly impaired and in no frame to argue with the officers. She agreed to a test she was guaranteed to fail, but only because she had yet another clever plan: to act too cute for jail.
Okay.
Right, so go ahead and place your left foot on the line. Good. And your right.
Okay.
Like this, dear.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so maintain this position until I have completed the instructions.
8, 9. Okay. 1, 2.
You're going to stand with your feet together. Okay. Your arms down at your side. Okay. And you're not going to start. Do not start to perform the test until told to do so. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the instructions?
Yes, ma'am.
She did everything possible to appeal to the officers, but as her initial effort should have shown, it wasn't going to work.
Right now you're under arrest for DUI. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Camelia was arrested for DUI, reckless driving, and failure to yield to an emergency vehicle. She was subtle with her hints, but the next suspect was a lot more direct.
What is it like? I don't want to know what it's like. I'm a pretty girl. Please don't make me go in there.
On August 4th, 2018, police on patrol noticed a car speeding through a stop sign at 60 miles an hour, or 97 kilometers per hour. They immediately performed a traffic stop, and the driver, later identified as 32-year-old Elizabeth Cuthsaw, was slurring her words while talking with the officer, so she was taken through field sobriety tests with very shocking outcomes.
All right, man, one more tap. Stand right here. And face me. Come stand right here and face me. Okay. All right, we'll back up just a little bit. Back up. Right here where my light is. Right, stand right there. Okay. Sit just right there. All right, put your feet heel and toes together just like you were before. Hands down by your side. Stay just. I know you do. It's okay. All right, relax. Do one more thing for me, if you can face my car, please. All right, and put your hands behind your back. All right, you're under arrest. You're driving under the influence.
After walking backward on a heel-to-toe test, the officer had enough to put her in cuffs. The woman was now in cuffs and in the backseat of a cop car, and even though she would later try to use her looks to escape jail, realizing that she was actually getting arrested was very tough for her.
10 minutes.
Am I arrested? Am I going
Yes, ma'am.
to
You
jail?
are under arrest.
I'm going to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
You're driving under the influence. Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm really that bad? Are you serious? Really? This is what, I mean, my whole entire life is driving in a car and I've done nothing wrong.
Well, ma'am, I'll tell you this. Even if I didn't arrest you for DUI, I would have arrested you for reckless driving.
well, I mean, you can give me a ticket or whatever, but like, that's my whole life. Please. Please look at my record. Please look at my record. It's so clean. I've never been arrested. Can't you see that in your system? Can't you see? I graduated from a really good university. I'm almost a valedictorian. Oh, I've never been arrested my whole life. I'm about to be 33 next week. It's my birthday. I've never been arrested. Why?
Not having a criminal record didn't absolve the woman, as criminals usually start on a clean record, and she wasn't exactly innocent, as a later search of the car would uncover marijuana and drug paraphernalia. But something even more concerning was that Elizabeth assumed she was too pretty and intelligent for jail.
I've never been arrested. I've never been in jail. Please. I don't want to know what it's like. I don't want to know what it's like. I'm a pretty girl. Please don't make me go in there. I've never done anything wrong. I've never done anything wrong, sir. I really haven't. I can't believe it. My partner. Can I call him? Can I please call my partner?
What's your partner's name?
Nikki Maxey.
Nikki Maxey.
Nikki Maxey's my partner. Can you
I
call
have a
him?
feeling, knowing what I know about Nikki Maxey, he would not be happy to hear.
Will you
that
please
his
call
partner
him?
was
It's my
doing
partner.
64 down Bluffton Road and blew a stop sign
call
at 60
him?
miles an hour.
We were just hanging out with everybody. You know, all your buddies. Like, we were just throwing a party. All your friends.
You will have an opportunity to make a phone call, and if you want to call
We
Mr.
were
Maxey,
just
feel
hanging
free.
out with all your friends. Please, you really are give me a DWI for this? My whole career depends on this. I've never done any of this my whole life. I'm gonna spend my whole life. My whole life. I went to a good school. I graduated with 3.8 in my high school. I got to get a scholarship to my college. Which my It's like a week for my birthday. Please.
Hey, stop running down.
I drove too fast. I understand. I know I drove too fast.
Elizabeth was charged with DUI, disregarding a stop sign, possession of drug paraphernalia, and marijuana possession. But if you thought Camellia was direct, wait till you see the next suspect. On January 1st, 2022, officers were notified after a car partially hit the side of another vehicle. Suspected of DUI, the driver was read her Miranda rights before the officers began their investigation.
So having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
No, I want to speak to my attorney.
Okay, that's fine, perfect. Alright, so my next section is, will you submit to any field exercises to dispel my belief that you are under the influence of alcohol, any alcoholic beverages, or chemical or controlled substances to the extent that your normal faculties are impaired?
Take all possible tests.
So you're willing to do the exercises? Okay.
I am.
Although the woman waived questions about the crash by requesting a lawyer, she would later set herself up and even try to use her looks to her advantage. But before that, she was taken through the field tests when she started to act strangely.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you right next to you. Come back.
Right, so look at Officer
What's your first name so I can talk to you?
I'm sorry, this is so embarrassing.
It is.
No.
What can I? What's your first name, ma'am? Let me come back here to the actual start of the line here.
It is.
And I'll show you
so
right next to you.
embarrassing.
Oh, don't fall now. Why don't you come over here?
Not because you're telling me, but it's nervous. Like.
I got you.
No, we understand.
We're gonna try to make it as safe as possible for you. Okay? If it does become unsafe at any point, we're gonna stop it.
And it's New Year's.
It is New Year's, yes. So what we're gonna do for you is this. Like Officer Adorno was explaining, we're gonna have you put your left foot on that line. So just like that. I'm going to walk you through it with me, okay? So your left foot's going to be on this line like this.
I feel like I'm modeling. I have to model right now.
If you want to think of it like a runway walk, we'll think of it like that. But we're going to put our left foot here.
Modeling.
Well, I hear you. So your left foot's going to be on the line like this, right?
You can imagine the words.
Your right foot, look, is going to go right in front. Just like this. So don't move your left foot though. See how I'm standing? So just like how I'm standing, okay? Now we're going to keep your arms down to your side, all right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to explain the rest of the exercise to you, okay? And then Officer Adorno is going to show you how to do it before you begin. That way we can give you the fairest opportunity. All right?
The woman now adopted the helpless damsel in distress frame with hopes that the officers would let her loose. But when she saw that this wasn't working, she desperately went against her initial stance and told on herself.
1 foot on the line.
I feel like already I'm not going to pass the line because I'm going to be honest. I did have a couple of drinks with my friends before prior to driving.
Okay.
And I just wanted to drop off a gift to
Right.
my friend somewhere that she lives around this area. And this accident happened somewhere in this area.
Right, I understand. So let's finish.
Unfortunately, it happens to be me in this accident. Okay. But I'm promising you my best in this
That's all we can ask for.
Right. So just try your best. That's all we want, okay? So I'm gonna go over the instructions again, okay? So let's step back on the line. So let's put your left foot on the line, and then your right foot right in front of it. Just how I am.
Oh, well, I promise you, I never saw myself in this position.
I understand.
But you know, I had a couple of champagnes before.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna show you how the exercise goes.
Like it's like against me.
By now, the woman had done everything to indicate that her grand plan was to get pity from the officers and skip the test altogether. But there was something very suggestive about what she said next.
So no, the only process is doing exactly what I'm explaining to you, okay?
The woman had now used both her looks and her sob story to avoid jail, but that didn't work as she was still taken through the field tests. And this clip is more than enough to show how that went.
Improper turn. Right.
Do you feel like you're completed?
The woman was arrested and charged with DUI and property damage. But her requests weren't as insane as the next suspect, who was pulled over for suspected DUI.
Okay, so I've already seen signs that you might be under the influence. I could smell it on you, the way that you were driving, and then you were acting really nervous, okay? So, have you been drinking tonight then?
I was earlier.
It was like, when's the last time that you drank? Because your eyes are like glossy. Every time you speak, it's like you could smell it real bad on you.
A couple hours ago. I mean, if you want to drive me back to my house, you can follow me. I will go home. That's it.
Where do you live at?
Right here in Eustis, where the woman is.
Okay, then why are you going this way?
Because I was going to go back to my ex's house, but I should have done that. That was wrong. I admit it. It was very wrong. But I live with my friend Savannah, and I will go back there. You can follow me, and I will go back home.
Okay.
Of all the terrible actions Sadie was taking that night, asking the officer to escort her home after a suspected DUI was the craziest. However, she would later make a more shocking statement to the officer. But before that, she would give several reasons why she didn't want to take the DUI tests.
Huh?
Like, it's been a couple hours, but I don't know if I can pass that, to be honest. So, if you want to follow me back to where she lives, I will go home. And I'll give you my keys, and I'll come get them in the morning.
Okay.
But I want to go back to her house. And she lives right across from 7-Eleven.
I thought you said that she lived right across from 7-Eleven.
Yes, she does.
No, I thought you said you lived right
live
across.
with her.
Okay, you live with her.
Yes.
Okay.
I live with her across from 7-Eleven, and I'll go back home and take my keys and I'll come to the morning. It's wrong. I should have done it. I swear I should not have done it. I don't do this. My mom's a cop, So I know it's stupid.
What is your mom's a cop at?
She was a cop in
Fluent Park? Okay.
So I know it's stupid. It's very stupid of me to do this. I know it is.
Okay. That is what I just wanted to make sure that you're good to drive. So then, if you wanted to go to your ex's house, say you did pass, I would let you go. I would go my other way. I don't even know. I just want to be sure that you're good just to drive.
Yeah.
So that's just my main concern. And then you can do whatever you want the rest of the night if you're good.
I don't know what to do. I genuinely apologize. This is stupid. I know it's so stupid of me to do this. To drive at all, regardless. Even if I had a couple drinks earlier, it's stupid.
Right.
It's very stupid. I know it's stupid. That's my dumbass's fault for doing this in the first place. I should have stayed home. And I didn't stay home. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to go to jail. Like, my mom is a cop. Well, she was, like 2-3 years ago. She worked at Blue Park. Her name was Sarah Hurst. She was right there. I just don't know what the best option is. I can have someone come get me.
36, can you run down 44 and see if you can find anything?
The best option was for Sadie to take the test, but she thought she could escape it by playing the self-blame game. It lasted for almost 10 minutes until she finally agreed to do the test. But her cries for sympathy became even more desperate.
How old are you?
20.
20? Right.
I know how this is. My mom is a former cop. I know I had drinks and it's wrong. So if you want to take me to jail, that's fine. I'm completely fine with that. I made my own mistakes.
So you don't want to do field sobrieties?
I just don't think I can pass it. I know how hard it is.
What? It's your decision. I'm leaving it up to you.
I don't know. I mean, either way, if I fail it, I go to jail. If I don't take it, I go to jail.
Well, we have to base everything off of what we've seen so far.
It's wrong. I shouldn't have drove. Like, it's so wrong. It's so wrong. I'm sorry.
So you want to give it a shot, or?
I don't know. You're gonna take me to jail anyways, right?
Well, not necessarily. Like I said, if you do very well on the field sobriety exercises, that's good on your behalf. You know.
But
so
I'm nervous now. Like, I don't know. I don't think I can pass it because I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's so wrong to drive. I'm sorry. I really am.
So it's your call. We can do them right here. And like I said, if you do good, it's benefits you. If not, you know, we go from there.
I want to try. I do want to try it.
Okay, well, let's try it then. We don't want to force you into doing something that you don't want to do, so we'll go ahead and try it if that's what you want to do. Officer Burt's left, so I'll give you instructions on what to do. Sure.
The officers became highly frustrated and uncomfortable from the interaction and just wanted it over with. So the field tests began, and it was Sadie's chance at escaping her much dreaded jail time.
So once you begin, do not stop until the test is completed. Do you understand the instructions? Yes. You may begin the exercise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you do again?
Okay, one's good. Okay, so the other exercise that we're gonna do is the one leg stand exercise. Okay.
1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600, $1,700, $1,800, $1,900, $20,000, $20,001, $20,002.
Although her performance wasn't the worst in this video, after admitting to consuming shots of vodka, jail time was an inevitable reality for her. With this realization, Sadie eventually gave the main reason for her undying fear of jail time that night, and it was anything but pretty.
Do they let them change real fast at the jail?
I don't want to go to
He
jail.
doesn't want to go in that.
We can start on, like, I don't want to go to jail.
We can't go by your house and pick up. You have anything in your car? Sweatshirt?
I don't think so. I don't know.
They'll put a blanket over you there.
You know how those girls are in there. They're going to try to get me. I'm pretty. I'm too pretty to jail.
And there was nothing in your underwear?
No.
Okay.
Once you get there.
Yeah, when we get to the PD, I'll let you change into this, okay?
With nothing to lose, Sadie quickly went from self-pity to self-praise and was subsequently arrested on DUI charges. She was booked without incident, but the same couldn't be said for the next suspect.
What is wrong with y'all?
On August 5th, 2022, officers responding to a hit-and-run incident noticed a vehicle with significant damage to its side. But upon interaction with the driver, they immediately noticed something strange.
Okay, where are you coming from?
I live here.
Okay, so where are you coming from though?
I'm coming from Stock Island.
Okay, where's Stock Island?
Sorry. I'm coming from Key West.
Okay, where were you at in Key West?
I was down like Teasers.
Okay, and then you're going to?
I'm going home.
Going home, okay. And you had an accident?
No, I had this before.
Okay, you said you pointed to this tire. This tire looks okay.
I'm a little,
All right, what about this side here?
That side's bad.
Right.
But it was already bad before.
It was what? Oh, there's your tire.
Yeah, that was already bad before.
Oh, it looks fresh.
My tire's completely flat.
Okay.
And then that back
Yeah,
is completely flat.
You've got this here. You got tire damage there, and were you in an accident?
No. I would have kind of.
Well, ma'am, you've got flat tires. That's an accident.
I mean, that's my mother's.
You've got busted tires here. You couldn't have driven from Stock Island to here. Can you go hang out with these officers over here? Yeah, go talk to her.
After mincing words indicating intoxication and with her car in such shape, the woman had to be involved in a DUI crash, and things were only going to get worse for her. Meanwhile, noticing the officer wasn't interested in sympathizing with her, the woman reported him to a female officer.
Hi, do you have an ID on you?
I do. It's in my car. Can I go get it?
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. So how did this happen?
I really want to go home.
Okay, well.
I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay, but we gotta figure out what's good.
I already talked to him,
okay.
And he already made it seem like I'm like a horrible person. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
Well, ma'am, no, I didn't. I was asking about your crash.
I got my lawyer.
Okay.
Can I please call my lawyer?
For what? We're investigating an accident.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to call my lawyer.
Why you want to call a lawyer?
Because I know how this works.
How does what work?
I need a lawyer.
For what?
Can I please call my mother?
How old are you?
I'm
23.
Why do you need to call your mom if you're an adult?
Can I please call my mother?
Not at this time. We're trying to figure out what's going on. So we just need you to talk to us.
I have a right to ask if I can speak to my mother.
Ma'am, we're doing investigation right now. You do not need to be on the phone. You're an
I
adult.
can't be on my phone.
No.
Okay, let's go grab the ID. Where do you?
Can I not have?
The 23-year-old's request for her mother was not a lawful right, and her ignorance was about to get her in trouble. But before that, she would tell the female officer what caused the damage to her car and land herself in a much bigger mess.
Yeah.
Allow your eyebrows to grow a little bit.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
So I assume you have an insurance, so you're gonna want to file an insurance claim for that. It's not your car?
It's my mom's car.
So it's not registered to you? It's registered to your mom?
It should be registered. That's what I told her.
Okay, so she has the same last name, but
it's my mother.
It's your mom. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you didn't tell me where it happened. You said you were coming from work, but
honestly, I've been working at Caesars for a year.
Okay.
I've never had I was driving on the street. I got put.
She gets out of the car, she's spaced out, she's literally just like, whoa, like this, and then she wants to say that this damage was old damage, but she went driving down the road, so.
Are you trying to get home?
I'm just trying to go home.
Okay, so where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Teasers.
Okay. Were you there like partying, working?
No, I was working.
Okay.
I work every night.
Okay. And where do you live?
I live here in Stock Island.
Okay. So, can you tell me how it happened? Because that's a pretty extensive
Honestly,
damage.
I hit the curb a little bit.
Where?
Coming out from work.
Okay, but
I didn't hit nobody.
Okay.
I've been driving.
Okay.
For a long time, and I'm very responsible. I have a business in Miami.
Okay.
So I'm very smart.
Well, what kind of business?
I do eyebrows.
Eyebrows?
Yeah, I tattoo
eyebrows. I got you.
Yeah.
So like microblading?
Microblading.
Oh, okay.
The smart businesswoman had now changed her story and unknowingly confessed to lying to police during an investigation. She now had a lot piled up against her, and they were about to collapse on her.
Can you please call my mother?
For what exactly?
I don't know, but can you call my mother, please?
I don't really want to call your mother. Like, what am I going to tell her?
So what do you need from me?
Right now we need a driver's license.
I'm pulling on my phone. I'm just calling my mother.
No. Where's your driver's license?
I know, but I'm gonna get my driver's license. I need my mother here.
Ma'am,
no, you don't need your mom.
I have a right.
Ma'am,
You're not gonna call your mom.
I have a right to call my mom.
No,
ma'am,
you do not.
That I do.
Okay, come on out and talk to this officer real quick, please. Go away from your car.
It's okay. Let's go. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat over here.
What the f***?
Let's have a seat, okay? Have a seat right here for me.
So, I'm gonna ask you again, where is your driver's license?
Okay, I gave you mine. Can I please call my mother?
Where is your driver's license?
Can I please call my
No.
mother?
Where's your driver's license?
Can I call my mother?
No. Where is your driver's license?
Can I call my mother?
Okay, are you refusing to identify yourself?
No, I am not, sir.
Okay, then where's your driver's license?
I am asking, sir, to speak to my mother.
Okay, and I'm telling you no, that's not gonna happen. So we need to know who you are. Okay? I'm ready to take you to jail for resisting for not giving me your license. Where is your license?
Can you please take my phone?
Where is your license?
Hey, honestly, I need to go talk to my lawyer.
No, you don't need to talk to your lawyer right now. You need to tell me who you are.
I am allowed to say I want to speak to my lawyer.
You're allowed to say that.
And I've been seeing that twice.
Okay, so
Okay, that's not now. It's not the time for that.
Okay, well I need to
to know
speak
who
to my
you
lawyer.
are.
How the f is this possible?
Are you gonna tell me who you are or no?
Like I don't understand. I said
Where's
this
your
twice.
ID? Where's your ID?
I don't. No.
Where's your ID?
Okay, now I gotta shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, but what the f I'm saying? I want to talk to somebody. I can't
Okay.
talk to somebody.
So you're not gonna tell me where your ID is?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yo, you gotta call my mother.
Don't.
I'm not calling nobody.
Hey, call him this.
Okay.
What the f is wrong with you?
Too bad.
And you're hurting me. Yo, he's hurting me.
He's not. He's putting handcuffs. You're pulling away. Stop. You're gonna get charged with resisting,
You're right.
hit and run, you're intoxicated. So 3 charges.
Right.
So you're gonna go to jail for being drunk,
No problem.
driving the car while intoxicated.
Can somebody call
Search-
my mother?
No, nobody's calling your mother.
hit and run, and resisting. 3 things.
I did not do that.
You did all 3 of them.
No, you think you did.
No, I'm pretty good.
You guys hit me in the corner.
So you
So,
did.
I mean, you guys hit
People
me in the
followed
corner.
you.
I'm in the corner. You guys hit me in the corner.
No,
I'm asking
you have
to
no.
speak
I have
to
no idea what you're talking
I'm
about.
asking to speak to my mother. Nobody lets me speak
You're
to my
an
mother.
adult. You can call.
Can somebody please?
No.
You. Piece of you're a piece of shit. You got kids, you piece of shit. Did any of your kids call you sometimes and tell you like, Dad, I need your help? I literally just want my mom. I don't understand. I want my mom. That's all I want. I hope you go to sleep and you sleep good. And you sleep great knowing you. I want to talk to my mother. You. Dad, what the is wrong with ya? Hey, give me a doctor. I got a doctor. Go ahead, hit me. You're a piece of shit. You bum ass. God, I'm such a dumb ass. I'm dumb, right? Can you just be honest with me for like a second? You're gonna drop me off anyways. I'm an idiot, right? I'm such an idiot.
Refusing to cooperate with the officers landed her under arrest on resisting arrest, hit and run, and property damage charges. However, that wasn't the end for this bundle of joy. Surprisingly, her charges were dropped by the prosecutor due to pretrial diversion. But as graphic as this suspect's behavior was,